Welcome to today's search portal webinar. My name is Jimmy Poulette. I'm the Director of Client Services here at Fast Model Sports. I'm excited to kind of go through kind of the search portal, some of the practices that can go along with it, and some of the additional functionalities that you can do as you look at all of your potential transfers that you're searching at as they enter the portal and stuff like that, and all the ways that FastRecruit and FastScout can be able to help you in that search. Just a couple of housekeeping items before we get started. This is being recorded, so if you'd like a copy of this recording, please feel free to reach out to us at support@fastmodelsports.com or reach out to your account manager. We'll be happy to send you a copy of this recording. If you would, we're going to be speaking fairly high level here, so kind of most of the different base functionalities. If you'd ever like to kind of sit down with a rep, hop on a Zoom, kind of talk customizations or individual workflows or anything like that, we'd always be happy to do that as well. You can also reach out to support@fastmodelsports.com to set something up there, or you can reach out to your account manager to help be a liaison. As we're going through this webinar, this is a live performance right now. So if you would like to ask any questions, that Q&A functionality is available for you. Feel free to send those in. I will pause throughout, answer any questions, and make sure we are answering anything that you might have questions about this process. So again, please feel free to utilize that throughout as well. And just as an FYI, this is a demo account. This is not any team in particular's account, but just as we're going through this is my own stuff that I've kind of created so that you can kind of see from that angle. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started. This webinar will be about 20 minutes long. So again, kind of prepare for that. I'll be able to answer any questions throughout, and I'll make sure to have time at the end to answer any questions that I may not have gone over. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. We are in FastRecruit, so you can log into FastRecruit at any time at fastrecruit.fastmodelsports.com. You'll be able to log in with your email address and password. If you are in FastScout, you can, of course, at the top left corner here, be able to toggle back and forth between FastScout and FastRecruit very simply and easily in that way. And what you'll see as we go through this process can be very helpful for you as you are scouting a lot of these potential transfers. We're going to be talking about two of these tabs in particular today, the Transfers tab and the Search tab. These will be where you kind of do the bulk of your work in relation to your transfers. So I'm going to start here in the Search tab. The Search tab will be what we call the Search portal. And what's cool about this is it is a database of every single player that played in college basketball last year and in previous years as well. You'll have all that data information housed, so you can even pull up 22-23 stats in this portal as well. You could search by league. I only have Division I selected, but you can of course select any of the NCAA leagues, NAIA, anything like that as well. And this will help narrow down your search. So as of right now, I have all the NCAA Division I players. I also have one stat thing up already. So anybody that fits within that category, there are 1,236 matching players that fit that category that I can start searching through. You can, of course, continue to narrow this down. If you want to search by conference, by team, specific team that they played on, and of course by season, you can do that information. You can, of course, search by biographical information as well. The class that the player was in this past season, what position they play, what state they are from. So you can search by specific state that they're from. And you can, of course, have height parameters. I can set a minimum height. I can set it to be, 5'8". Anybody that is in this has to be 5'8" or taller. And you can put max heights as well in there. And you can add as many different stat filters as you would like. So I have a minimum 3-point percentage of 33%. I can, of course, add other ones that they've played X amount of minutes. You can do it on a per game basis as well, that they shot this well from the field. They have this kind of these many free throw rates per game, et cetera, et cetera. You can add as many as you would like. So that, again, a lot of different ways to be able to narrow down your focus. But perhaps the most important one is this toggle right here on the right-hand side. This will toggle between players that are currently in the transfer portal and the ones that are not. So if I toggle this on, it will say yes, that everybody that is in this list is in the transfer portal. So you can see here, now this goes down to 4 matching players in that particular filter. So Division I players in the transfer portal that shoot 33% from the floor. You can see that list here. Couple updates on how often it is updated. Starting Wednesday, when the transfer portal window opens, we will be updating this twice a day, so once in the morning and once in the afternoon, to keep this list as fresh as possible for you as coaches. So you'll be able to keep check on all of the players as they enter in the portal, be able to add them into your database, and kind of keep going through the search portal to be able to find them as easily as possible. With your search portal, you can customize this to look any way you want. You can see that I have a bunch of different categories here to kind of look and see players. You can customize which stats are being shown. Let me cancel that a second. This little gear icon in the top right-hand corner, I could pick and choose different stats that are showing, similar to how you can kind of customize stats in a scouting report. You'll be able to select different general biographical information, different shooting stats, other stats as well. I'll be able to toggle those on and off. So if, for example, you don't need field goal made attempted, 3-point made attempted, free throw made attempted, you can easily unselect those or turn those back on if you'd like to turn those back on. If you save those settings, you can see that that gets reflected here with those headers. Again, making it very easy for you to see the exact information that you'd like to see as quickly as you can possibly see that. With each player, as you're going through this, obviously, as the transfer portal gets heated up here, this list is going to get longer and longer and longer. So you might want to be able to kind of start sorting through players and be able to what we call pin them and be able to move them up to the top of the list. So let's say here, for example, Nicole Stevens, I'm interested in this particular player. I can click on that particular player, just a simple left mouse click, and that's going to pin that player to the top of my list. And I can keep going through my list, and then after I've gone through all my pin players, I can see this at the top, just to make it easy to kind of go through all of the entire list, find the players that you're looking for, and be able to kind of sort them out from the rest. If you ever need to unpin a player from this list, you can simply click again, and they'll have the unpin option just like that. If you would ever like to add a player to your database, over here on the right-hand side, you will see this little plus icon. You can come in here. You can either link it to an existing player in your FastRecruit system, or of course, create a new recruit by simply clicking on that button. And you'll see once you have added that player in, the little FastRecruit logo will appear in its place, meaning that they have now been added to your transfer portal. We'll get into that in a second. But there is some more information for each particular player as well, if you'd ever like to look it up. Next to the player name, you're going to notice 2 icons here. One is this little graph, which you can see if you hover over. It'll say open the FastScout player page. I will start with that, and I'll click, and that will open up that particular player page within FastScout. So while here in FastRecruit, you can see some quick information about that particular player. If you open that up in FastRecruit here, you're going to be able to get a more in-depth, quick breakdown of that particular player. So you can see all these stats for the particular player, basic stats, advanced stats, as well as a shot chart for that particular season. You can, of course, filter through the different seasons in the past as well. You can see a game log. So you'll see every game broken down, what they did in that particular game, what the score and stats were, etc. And you'll even have the synergy video for that particular game here on the right-hand side. You'll also be able to see a career breakdown for that player. So you can see the stats that they had in each season that they have played in. And both basic stats and advanced stats as well will appear here. And I should also mention that all of these pages, if you go over here to the right-hand side, are printable as well. So you can see that little button to be able to print these pages off quickly and easily. And a cool feature that is brand new this year is our notes section. So if you have created a scouting report in FastScout and that player was on that scouting report, all of those notes that you have written about that player will appear here. So you can see I created a scouting report about this particular team. And these were the notes I wrote about that particular player in that particular scouting report. So all of those will populate here without you having to go search that particular scouting report or anything like that. It's going to be quick and easy for you to find. We'll move back here to FastRecruit. And so again, that's what you can kind of automatically see from FastScout, but we also have a connection with Synergy as well. So if you click on the Synergy icon right next to it, you'll be able to view all of that player's breakdown within the Synergy platform. So you can see some of their overall stats, what they do in their possessions, play types by shot types, a cumulative box, and all their player minutes. And what's cool about this is, of course, with Synergy, that this is all connected to video. So you can be able to click and you can be able to add this to your web editor and things like that. So I'm just going to click OK. And then you can, of course, see that in your editor and be able to add, be able to watch the video, be able to add them to your edits and things like that. Again, quickly, easily, and be able to have this all connected. I show this to you quickly because we'll circle back on video here. You know, when we talk a little bit more about some of the stuff that you can do with FastScout with transfers. So that is kind of a quick overview of the search portal. Again, in terms of updates, there will be updates to the search portal as players go throughout the day. We will have updates in the morning and we will have updates in the afternoon all throughout the week to be able to make sure that this stays up to date as often and as quickly as possible in relation to the transfer portal. And again, you can customize this to look however you want. And of course, the big thing after when you are ready, you can add these players easily to your transfer portal by simply clicking on this little plus icon right here, and then they'll come over here to your transfer watch list. So these are the players that so far that I've added in. So you can see again all their different players, including Nicole Stevens, who we just added in during this webinar. If you'd like to, you can add transfers manually this way. I, of course, suggest always going through the search portal. I think that's the easiest way to do that. But you can add players in manually as well, if you'd like to, and put them in this list. And again, from here, you can easily open that FastScout player page. From that FastScout player page as well, you can also easily pull up that Synergy profile too. So as we're sitting here, you'd like to organize. It should hopefully feel very familiar to how you work with a lot of your potential student athletes when you're doing live period recruiting and throughout the school year as well. You can open that particular player profile. You can see all the information that you have about that player. You can even add information like NIL money that you need to put in there. Have information that could be about them. That's important about them. Then you can, of course, write, you have your events that they might be part of, but most importantly, any tasks. If you need to create any phone calls or anything like that, you can set those in there, assign those for other coaches. You can write any new notes about these recruits here or transfers here. You can, of course, add video to these profiles as well. And you can either do this from your computer as an MP4 file or from that Synergy editor that we saw. And you can also add any documents. So if there's any medicals or any other things that you want to put in there, you can add these documents in. And it's simply just a drag and drop, and you can add these right to the profile. In terms of organization, you can, of course, see this in this list format. But what we see a lot of teams do is utilize this draft board to kind of put that whiteboard together and be able to kind of organize who they're targeting at what position. And you can be even able to color code this as well. So you see your different players I've added so far. You can, of course, easily add any more that you'd like to add. So we'll add Nicole Stevens, and then you can easily drag and drop and place that player wherever you would like. And this little dropper here at the top right corner, you can easily go in and color code. You can select any color on the scale, but let's just say I want to put a red color in there. You can easily update that and make it look however you want. And again, very easy to customize, very easy to drag and drop. And of course, this can be printed as well. And you have a nice clean copy of that draft board in a printed out format. But that is not the only way to be able to organize and be able to kind of get information about all your transfers into one easy, convenient place. I'm going to use this advanced tools right here, and that's going to add these drop boxes next to it. And I can take different players. So I'm just going to grab these 4 particular players just because, yep, and hit a Fast Scout report. And this is an easy way to be able to create a report about a bunch of different players from different teams. So kind of think the way you create a Fast Scout scouting report where it's just one team most of the time. This report will allow you to choose a lot of different players from a lot of different teams. So if I click that, I can, of course, call this whatever I want. I'll just call it test. And you can use any template that you have that is saved as a player scout template, and you can hit create. So this will pull up, again, into Fast Scout, where, again, with these 2 platforms being integrated together, you can, of course, easily move back and forth from one to the other. And I have a specific breakdown for all those players, or for all these personnel tiles already set in stone. And if you'd like any help ever getting something like this set up, again, please feel free to reach out to our support team. We'd be happy to hop on a Zoom with you, help you get something like this set up, or you can, again, connect with your account manager and they'll help link you with our support team to be able to help out with that. So you can see I kind of have some shot charts already for the player, the stats, and then of course you can write any notes. Again, I don't know if this was a new functionality this year, but we have that sticky notes functionality. So this will allow you to pull up any notes from scouting reports that you've written about that player in the past and be able to add that right in without even needing to type it in. So you can kind of be able to pull in that information quickly and easily without, again, needing to go to a whole bunch of different sources to be able to find all of that. And then from this will work similar to a scouting report that you have done throughout the season. So you can easily, again, print out these reports so that you have your typical PDF or printout copy. But you can send these out to the mobile app as well. You can send this out to all your coaches and scouts on the team. You can play this in presenter mode as well. And again, another cool feature this year is you can actually create a shareable link. So if you create this link, I'll be able to copy this. It'll take just a second to create it. But this will create a link of this scouting report that I can just copy and paste, text it off to my coaches, and they can open it up without using the Fast Scout app at all. So it's going to be a nice, easy way to be able to send that out. So I have that copied, open up my text platform, send it out to the coaches, and they'll be able to see all of this stuff right there from the phone, or you can be able to pull it up on a web platform as well. So you can kind of see it's going to create a PDF. But yeah, and we'll talk about video here in a second, but it'll also have a videos tab here as well that you can be able to see all the videos on that particular report as well. So yeah, I wanted to mention video. Just like every scouting report throughout the season, you can add video to every single individual tile. So I have my different players. You'll notice the top left corner, the little video icon. I can click there. I can easily add video either from my computer or from my Synergy editor. So we saw how easy it was to be able to find that video on Synergy, quickly add it into the editor. Then we can come here on the Synergy side and be able to grab those different edits and be able to add them right into the report. So I have like my transfer players. I can grab a couple of those clips, hit done, add those 2 clips in. And you'll see those populate right away. No download, no upload. That is the cool integration between our platforms, is they are synced right together. And then you can save that and you'll see that those 2 videos have been added to that player. And we should see that updated already on this particular link. It takes just a second. But you'll be able to watch the videos as well from that link, especially on the phone. And yeah, you'll be able to do that again throughout the entire report. So you can add your videos to Nicole Stevens, add your Lauren Gross videos to Lauren, et cetera, throughout the entire report. Cool. Again, this is kind of a quick overview. There's a little bit left to talk about, but as we're wrapping up here, if there are any questions about anything that we went over, please feel free to let me know. I'll spend a few minutes here at the end if there are any questions and go over them. But again, to talk If you would like to sit down with a rep, again, a quick Zoom or anything like that, discuss individual workflows, things that might work best for you as a team. We'll be happy to sit down, help customize, help organize things for you. And again, you can either reach out to us, support@fastmodelsports.com, or reach out to your account manager, and they'll help facilitate, a meeting with a representative here. So again, I'll kind of finish this off where we started here in the search portal. It's always easy to reset your search, start all over again. Again, you can choose your league, the different conferences throughout those leagues, different teams, etc., and be able to pull in the exact information and filter for exactly what you're looking for particular players, and utilize the in portal tab to be able to find the players that are in the search portal. Once again, that will be updating twice daily, starting this Wednesday when the transfer portal opens, and you'll be able to continue searching throughout the transfer portal window. If you'd ever like to print anything off, the print functionalities are located on every single page. You can print off the search window. You can, of course, print off your transfer list that you see here, and you can even print off individual players as well, if you would like to do so. If you ever need to clean up this list, you can, of course, archive players as well, so that they would move off of this board and be archived, but as a soft delete. Cool. Well, let's see, are there any questions that have come in? For the reports, yep. So yes, it's the question was asked for the reports. It doesn't show all the templates that you use throughout the season. Correct. These will be player scout templates. So if I come in here to my to Fast Scout area, this is this tab right here, the Player Scouts tab. All of those scouts that you have created will appear here, and you can at any time create a new player scout, and this will be how you can build a template as well. So you can kind of make those personnel tiles look exactly the way you would like. So these templates will be separate from the templates that you use for opponent scouts, because they are built differently. And they, again, what's cool about these particular reports is that you can pull in a lot of different players from different teams. So anybody that you are potentially targeting, no matter what team they played on this past year, you'll be able to all add that into the same scouting report, or into the same report, so that you can have a nice clean breakdown of all those different players. And it's not based on the opponent, it's based on those individual players. So that's why we call it the player scouts instead. But the templates do work differently. A player scout template is different than an opponent scout template. So that was a great question. Thank you for asking that. And again, we'll be happy to sit down, help you build. Again, what I have here is just a quick and easy one that I put different shot charts, have the stats that matter to me. And again, you can customize this to look any way you want. You can customize the stats to populate any way you want. You can customize the different shot charts, et cetera, et cetera. So again, however you'd like to do it. And again, we'll be happy to help you with that setup, things that you're interested in. We'll be happy to sit down and help you out with that. Cool. That looks like the only question we have. Again, if you do have any follow-up questions to any of this, please feel free to reach out to our support team. We'll be happy to answer them for you. Best of luck for the rest of the season and into the recruiting window and transfer window, and eventually the recruiting window as well. But yeah, we'll be here every step of the way and happy to help at any time that we can. If you'd like a copy of this recording, we'll be happy to send that your way as well. But everybody, thank you for your time today, and best of luck. All right, talk soon.